Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we're gonna be cooking Pastitsio, which is a Greek pasta bake basically. Now don't be overwhelmed here, we've got a couple of ingredients, but mainly we're gonna be using the mincemeat over here, some butter for the bechamel sauce, some onions, garlic, the pasta, and and I'm going to show you guys my take on this really lovely pasta dish from Greece. It tastes amazing, especially in this lockdown. We all want a bit of comfort food. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting this ready, and I'm going to show you what to do step by step, and I shall see you in a bit. Right, so what are you going to need for this Pastitsio, this Greek pasta bake? You're going to need some eggs for the bechamel sauce. Those are just 2 yolks, no whites, just yolks. Some grated cheese, I like mozzarella on mine. Some herbs, tin of chopped tomatoes, pepper, some vegetable salt. You can use normal salt, I like the vegetable salt, it's amazing. Some nutmeg for bechamel sauce, some oregano, the pasta, the butter for the bechamel, and we've got the mincemeat, some garlic, 2 onions, and 2 of the beef cubes as well that you'll need for that sauce, and tomato puree as well. And then I'll show you how that all comes together in a bit. Let me get some of these bits chopped up. We'll get these onions fried up. Right, so we start getting these onions in here. That's the garlic. So remember, it's 2 onions, some garlic in there. Start getting this a bit browned off here. And in a minute I'm going to add the mincemeat into this in a minute. The onions are going great, so I'm going to just add in some tomato puree just to get that started off, which will give the beef and everything amazing taste on this. So get that going, and then what we'll just do is just get this browned off here. Turn the heat up on that and get that browned off, and then we'll get some spices, some oregano in here, and some herbs de Provence. We'll put the 2 beef cubes in there with it. You know, for me, I don't think there's a right or wrong way in cooking. As long as you enjoy it and, the food tastes great, then, who's right or who's wrong, really. And then I'm using 500 grams of mince from my butcher. So, and then we'll just start getting this browned off, really. So it's almost like making, bolognese sauce almost. It's the same kind of principles, really. So just let me get this browned off, and then I'll be back with you guys in a bit. Right, so let's turn off that. So the meat is starting to look good. That's starting to get browner now. So I'm just going to add in my tin of chopped tomatoes here. Now, like I said, guys, this is my own version of it. This is not quite the same recipe, but this is what I like, and this is I prefer this method of using. So give it a try and let me know what you think. My mom used to make it like this to us. So did my grandma or my oma in Afrikaans. But yeah, they all made it the same way, and I grew up with this as kids. So every time I feel I need some feel a bit happy inside, and I always make this to make me feel a bit more upbeat and happy. And plus, it's like really good comfort food, Alright, so I'm gonna get this pasta going now. So I've just had, the mincemeat over there simmering in the background there. I'm gonna just add some olive oil to the water. This helps the pastas not to stick. And then I'm gonna flavour the pastas with some vegetable salt. Right, so the water's starting to boil now. As you can see with that vegetable salt, it makes it like into this yellow colour, but believe me, it tastes amazing. Flavours food so well. Just going to add the pastas in there now. And then we're going to just leave this now for about 10 minutes. And then, we're going to go from there on to the next step. Alright, the pasta is ready, so I'm just going to water this down, and then we're going to use the same pot to make the bechamel sauce to keep the wife happy. Right, onto the bechamel sauce. So we need some butter. Just get that melted down quickly. Whilst that's doing that, I'm going to get the milk. Alright, so the butter's all melted, so we're just going to start adding the flour in. Just do it like on a low heat, because what you don't want to start, you don't want it to make any lumps or anything like that. So you want to get that kind of buttery type texture. We'll just add a bit more flour in there. Make sure we're going to have enough of the bechamel sauce. And then we start adding in the milk. And what you want to do is obviously, just add the milk in slowly. That will help with not creating the lumps and everything, and just start mixing it in slowly. Make sure you get all of it around the pots and everything. So this dish is almost like a lasagna, really. It's very similar. But you don't have to worry about the layering part of it. That's looking good. It's looking good. I hope you guys are liking these videos. I hope it helps. Watching these videos, giving you ideas what to cook and everything at night. Oh yes, look at that, it's all creamy. Beautiful. Yeah, so I think that will do the job. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll let that slowly go away. So what we're going to do is add in some pepper. And we're going to add in some nutmeg. Get that going. Get that done, and then what you want to do is add in your 2 egg yolks into that. And then there we go. Bob's your uncle, or Fanny is your aunt, as they say. But yeah, so that's all done, and then we'll move on to the next step now. So I suppose this is the fun part now. This is where it gets quite interesting. So what we'll do is we'll get our pastas in there. Just break these up. Start layering these down like this. And then what we want to get is, if I turn this off, get our mincemeat. I'll try to do it just so you guys can see. So we get our mince in there. We just have to get this spread out nicely. Like so. Get our bechamel sauce. Start putting that on there. It's just, this dish is so nice. Like, this was probably one of my favourite pasta dishes. And just get this all spread out nicely. There we go. Like so. And then we get the fun part. Adding the cheese. I'm just using a normal cathedral cheddar cheese here on this one. You can use as much or as little cheese as you wish. Obviously the more cheese the better it is for me. Because this is where also I'm going to do it with a twist. I'm also adding in mozzarella, and that's not in the original recipe, but you know, it is nice, and that's what I like. So there we go. So that's basically up for now, and then we're going to start cooking this up. And then I shall see you guys in a bit. There we go, that's from a different angle. Yeah, it's looking good. And I've preheated the oven to 200 degrees, and I'm going to let it cook in there for about 25 minutes. Alright? Right, so let's have a look at how this is looking. Oh yeah, that's looking great. Okay, so I've got to take this out. Get a better look at it just in a sec. So here we are, the finished product. I'm really happy with it, the way it's come out. It was in the oven for about half an hour, 35 minutes. And yeah, it's looking amazing. I wish you guys could smell this. The smell is just driving me crazy. It's just so nice. But I've got to leave it now to stand for about 10 to 15 minutes just to cool down nicely. And I'm gonna add some garnishing on there to make it look all fancy for you. There we go, look at that. Look how nice that looks. Right, well guys, until next time, thanks for watching, and I shall see you later. Take it easy, bye.